Well, good morning, folks. I got to get going to work in just a minute. Friday morning here. I may have just a little bit of footage about what's been going on in the shop lately. I have a lot of footage I don't ever put on. Don't seem to have time. I'll just give you an update of what I've got done today. This is Friday what is today? May the 11th, I believe. I finally got one of these grinders that I've been looking into. There's a YouTube video by a guy named Ghosty or SES. I think it's Ghosty SES, where he's kind of showing all the fixes for this Chinese. I got this from All Industrial Tool, but Traverse, and this is actually from Traverse. It said it right on the box, but I bought it from All Industrial. They're about $350 shipped free is what I paid. So Harbor Freight sold, I think, the same one, which is what the video is over, but it appears to be exactly the same thing with a different label right here. Anyway, we're not going to dwell on that. I just got it in and unboxed it and was going through and looking. I think the biggest thing is the wheels are way out of, well, that'll get you. You know, there's a lot of run out there. He took the shaft out and cut everything. Anyway, that's one thing I'm working on. My welding problems, I'm still having some issues with my welder not working right. I wished I could find someone that could help me figure out how to fix this problem, and it could be something I'm just missing that I'm doing. But I had to have it up here to weld this wall I'm building for my machine shop area. I hope to continue. I'm getting a little bit more done. I'll show you fast that I just want to be sure when I get this done it's really solid so I can hang some heavy stuff on it. Shelves with, maybe machine stuff, the rotary table and different heavy tooling. I want to be able to hang anything I want. It'll have either 3/4 or 5/8 grooved ply, some type of ply with it I can stain, I believe is what I'm going to do instead of sheet metal, because wood is a lot easier to hang things on if you need to screw into things, and it's just easier to deal with. Putting things on a wall that's flat is better than your sheet metal that you got to catch ribs every 12 inches. Anyway, that's one project that I'm trying to really get done so I can put all my things away and get back to work. I posted a video or a picture of this on Facebook, and there was a few smart aleck machinists that was telling me, that's a light duty machine, you ain't never gonna be able to use that 2-inch end mill. I bet you I will. What I had thought of doing is finishing my rotary table aluminum. I need to go mill it round, and I wanted an end mill that was really stiff. I like a good stiff one, so I wanted to get something stiff. I've been buying more tools. You notice there's some V-blocks I used on building a job. I built this shaft. That's something else I showed on Facebook that I had built. A new one. I'm going to be building some more, and I have some more tools for that too. So this is just a walk around showing you things that I do a little bit here and there. I mean, this place is such a mess. Look at all the junk piled up here on my toolbox. Just because I come in here and I grab stuff. I've worked on a John Deere Gator. It's outside. Got some chainsaw work I've done. I need to make another chain. Let me raise this door. It's going to be loud. Here's outside this morning before I go to work. It's 6:45, I think, on Friday. So take a quick walk around. I won't bore you too long. I've showed you outside here plenty. I know Lee Peden follows me some. I don't know if he watches any of my videos, but he definitely follows along on Facebook with me, and I enjoy talking to him. He's probably my favorite builder on YouTube of building useful tools. I don't know if I've ever showed him if he wanted to see. I kind of call this my old tin barn. He has the old tin barn. I'm not sure what size his barn is, but Lee, mine's a 40 by 60. At this point, I'd like to build another 30 or 40 foot on the end down there. I shouldn't say 40, 20 or 30 foot would be nice to add on there. Mainly in case I ever have a travel trailer or something, I could park under the end and maybe leave the south end open down there. Who knows, but just for extra overflow equipment that you see stacked around in the shop. Here's the concrete we just got poured this week. This is really a patio on the end down here. That's the man cave end of the shop, as you know, or you should know. I've showed that. We finally hired a guy that I trusted to do this. I'm very much perfectionist. I'm always going to find problems, but overall it's just fine. It's a lot better the job than I could have done. You know, some of the honeycombing on the edge of that doesn't make me happy, and they use old boards that I would have not used. It looks like they poured this a little wet, and I hope it don't pop out, but this part's just really where water can run out from the backyard. We have issues with drainage when we get a big rain, which ain't very often. So he put this curb here to be close to even with the ground. I got to backfill all this so that water can run right through here. You know, you can find plenty of problems with people's work. I try hard not to do that because it's just, to them it's just a concrete, you know, it's not a showpiece, and I tend to try to think things are more of a showpiece than usually. And this is nice because when we come out here, let me just quickly show you how this, when we come out of the carport, yeah, it's a mess too. I know you can't see in a dark carport, but I've got some woodworking stuff set up I've been doing jobs a little bit with, but when I come home from work or whatever, or my wife, we come through the garage or the carport, and this is our track to get into the shop. Come up the stairs, okay, and it's going to be dark in here for a minute, and then you come in and into the man cave area, and Kim comes into the kitchen. And I gotta turn this coffee maker off because I'm about to go. Got one more shot of coffee I can take with me. Anyway, and this is our unfinished room, and my son just got his deer back. Sorry this is dark, but this is not worth a flip. Sorry about this. GoPros don't like dark rooms, so I'll turn on some light. And this is my little desk and sitting area where I sit and actually sleep most nights. And there's Cody's new deer that he finally got back from the taxidermist. He got in, I think he got that Thanksgiving Day actually, 2017. 19.5 inch spread deer. It was a really good one with our new 260 Remington that I believe I showed you a video of me working up some loads on that. Worked excellent. Those target loads we used, everybody said you don't shoot a deer with target. They're hollow point, forgot what grain, 120 grain Sierra HPBT, I think. But anyway, let's get back to this. So here's the area. This is 14 by 40 up here on this flat part, not counting down there. 6.5 feet of, you know, where the water can run out. And this is just the backyard. It's a kind of need to mow my little fruit tree orchard over there, and down the back wall of the shop. I need to get rid of that old swamp cooler. I may end up using it again. I say that every year. It's right behind my milling machine. I'll have to move it to a different window if I do that. Anyway, here's the new patio that was just poured yesterday. This part down here was yesterday. This up here was the day before. This is starting to really cure out good. That one needs another day probably. It's not near as good a finish down there because it's just for water really. It's not. I believe I'm going to cover this and build this into a kind of a sunroom, if you will, or a place that we can get out of the wind and the cold a little bit around Christmas time and what have you. But yeah, anyway, the concrete guy still has his trailer here, and we haven't paid him yet. He should show up today so we can give him a check somewhere around $5,200, I think, for this. Well, anyway, I'm gonna get back to work. Y'all have a good, blessed week, and I'll try my best. I didn't put a video out last week, but yeah, the little dog is enjoying being out here with me. Come here, little buddy. Anyway, we'll see y'all next time. Have a good one. Cash, tell them bye-bye.